Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. It's more personal, and I just want to share with you why this has been so important to me. Womb healing and womb wellness. So for a lot of years, I have been helping other women to tap into their own power of womb wellness and womb healing after going through a lot of challenges for myself. So before I started really get in tune with myself, I was holding a lot of things in, stress and anger, and I really wasn't listening to my body, so much so to where my body like made me listen to it. I couldn't, it's a lot. I won't go into the details today, maybe on a later call or community call. But I was holding a lot in, unresolved hurt, stress, shame, guilt, and a lot of it just manifested physically in my body and in my womb space too, to where it's just attacking itself and attacking me, and I couldn't do a lot of things. So I went on this journey of trying to find out what was going on with my body. The doctors didn't know, the medications, the treatments wasn't working. So I came up on womb wellness and womb health. And the real purpose of me starting this collective, the Empower Womb Collective, is just to let women know that they are not alone. You don't have to do it alone. When I was doing it back in 2016, I think 2016, 2017, I wish there were more groups and communities that were available for me to get help and support on. I think there are a few more now. Now it's a lot of podcasts, they may talk about it, or Facebook groups talk about it, but a few years ago that wasn't readily available. And I didn't have anyone personally that I knew that I could help. Now, after a couple of years, after I found out about womb wellness, I did attend the Queen of Fools Sacred Woman Rite of Passage, and that helped a lot. That was the only support that I had. I didn't have anybody that I can talk to, not a lot of people, nobody I could ask questions. And then we came into, the pandemic where the world shut down, and that brought on some more issues and, more things to have, obstacles to have to overcome. And again, to do that alone, it's very hard, I will admit. It's doable, but it's hard. And so after getting healed, and I am healed, I'm going through healing, I'm constantly healing, and helping other women, I've been going on my, through my own healing journey. And so this is very hard for me to do, to just open up. I have done so privately among a couple women, but this is my first time to be open and share my story on a larger scale. And even too, at that time, it was hard for me to be open and honest with myself. And so that caused a lot of shame, that caused a lot of guilt. And then when you just hold those things in, that energy has nowhere to go. So our womb is the seat of creation. Our womb is where life begins. So, naturally, all the energy will be there for us. In men, it's their prostate, prostate area. And so we have to make sure that that space is clean, is healed, is detoxed, because that's what we carry. We carry the trauma in the grooves of our womb, of our vaginal wall. We carry those experiences. We carry those emotions. We carry those feelings. And If we don't have a proper place for all of that energy to go, it's just going to collect. It's going to collect and it's going to fester, and it could turn into tumors. It can turn into cysts. It can turn into pain. It can turn into bleeding because it needs an outlet. That all that energy bound up, whether positive or negative, it all needs an outlet. And so I was dealing with some of those issues too, and painful menstrual cycles and long menstrual cycles, and just my body was just in turmoil. My mental state was in turmoil and loneliness, and my emotional state was depressed. It was a time, do you hear me? A time, and to do that all alone. I am over it. I'm healed. But I just want other women to know that you don't have to do it alone. I'm here on this path with you, a whole community here to support. And I go through the Sacred Woman book and a wound healing, wound detox every few years. Now, this is the part where I want to be really transparent on, because I think this will help me to hold myself accountable. Because, when you're doing things alone, it's real easy, and sad to say, but it's real easy for us to tell ourselves, oh, it doesn't matter, or, it's not that important, or, don't want nobody know, it's only me. So that's a self-sabotage we'll have to work on too. But I want to share this with you to hold some accountability and hopefully to inspire somebody else to share their own healing story. I shared previously in one of my videos how lately I've been getting up at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. And that's kind of my body telling me that, something's going to change. It's time to prepare. It's time to get ready. And the morning times between 3 and 5 is the best time for like meditation, reflection. And so that's where a lot of my word and spiritual knowledge comes from. And with that, to me, the first thing is to wound healing is to watch what you put in your body. So what you drink and what you eat. And honestly, for the past 3 years, 3.5, 4 years, I have not been adhering to a proper diet that's conducive for my spiritual growth. So I just say it like that, and now I can tell. My body's talking to me again. It's giving me signs, it's giving me creaks, it's giving me sounds, it's trying to warn me. And it's getting worse and worse as long as I let it go. I can tell. So I am making this commitment to myself that I will begin back my intermediate fasting. I've been slowly decreasing off of the carbs and the dairy and the chocolate and the sweets. I haven't had that much, maybe one time a day, which that's good. So I'm going to be committed to myself. I'm going to make a commitment to myself. I don't have a protocol just yet. I don't have an outline. When I get that, I'll share it with you also. And if you want to join me, if you feel like you're ready, if you want to share your story, you can feel free to leave a comment. I was trying to decide if I really want to post this or not, and I think I do. It's time. I've been working on this for a few years. It'll come to me and somebody will tell me to do it for the public and I wouldn't, or they wanted me to start. I started a couple Sacred Women groups, and that was really interesting. So I can do that again if you all like some support. Going through this journey. Like I'm not an expert. I can share with you the things that help me. But I do thank you. Thank you for allowing me to be open Thank you for allowing me to be transparent and to share my stories in the hopes that this will be a support in the community and help to other women. And just remember that it's not a quick change. You know, it took us 30, 40, 50, 60 years, to get to the place that we are now. So it's not going to be overnight, but I will tell you, it's very freeing and it's very exciting to get to know a better version of yourself. So I'll share that with you. Thank you for joining me today. Leave a comment if you would like to share. And until next time, take care of yourselves. Peace.